Nothing better than salty, crispy potato chips. You may not find anything successful at the bottom of a potato chip bag, but a person holding it might. People who choose this snack are often highly ambitious CEOs, successful in both family life and business. They're often pretty competitive, success-driven, and impatient, which is why it's not unusual when they get frustrated even at small inconveniences. Jam, dips, meats, spreads, cheese, crackers are so versatile, just like people who eat them most. They're also thoughtful, a bit shy, contemplative, and like to be involved in many things and projects at once. Their biggest concern is all of these projects take time and attention, which is why they'll have to choose amongst them. They value their free private time and use it well. If you want to hear some of their best ideas, allow them to think and don't interrupt. That's when they're most creative. People into crackers don't base their decision on emotions, more on logic, but are still quite sensitive. Hello, tortilla chips people. Psychologists say you're perfectionists who always want to do their best for both yourself and the community. They also claim that you're more likely to be humanitarians who like to do things for others and tend to be excellent planners since you're very disciplined and organized. You also like having things under control. When you were a student, A just wasn't enough, so you argued with your teachers for the A+. Pretzels could sound a little boring, but this snack actually stands for creativity. People who like munching on pretzels tend to be extroverts who love to have fun and enjoy social activities. They're spontaneous and energetic. This type of people doesn't like routine, which is why they'll always try to bring a note of freshness and creativity into each day. They'll always seek novelty, prefer to be in bigger groups, and feel the best when they're all dressed up. One of the downsides of their personality is that, since they're so social, they also tend to overcommit. Cheese curls people have a deep sense of what's right or wrong, and usually have orange fingers, which is a big giveaway. They don't treat people based on status, but on merit. One word can describe them best: integrity. They have proper manners, they don't lick their orange fingers in front of you, and tend to pay attention to details whatever they do. Cheese curl eaters also keep moral high ground with their work, family, and partners. If your first association with junk food is a bag of popcorn, you're probably quite a versatile person. You like munching popcorn while binge-eating series, movies, driving your car, or just talking and hanging out with your friends. Caramel, chocolate, butter, it doesn't matter what they're covered in. What matters is you're holding popcorns in your hand. It's a flexible snack, just like you are. It's not just popcorn, but the way you eat it too. Those who love eating slowly tend to put their needs before others and are more stubborn. Those who eat their popcorn fast probably take handfuls at a time. They're less selfish and generally are extroverts who like sharing foods with others. Those who love ice cream often have that sense of wonder and desire to explore. Researchers classify ice cream lovers into more personality types. For example, if you like your ice cream with a cone, you're a positive and optimistic person. If you choose a sugar cone, it means you're funny, edgy, and a potential performer. Waffle cone lovers are more traditional and tend to be generous hosts that will welcome you to their parties. People who will rather go for a cup are realists, rational, and analytical thinkers. They're hardworking, responsible, family-oriented, and do their duties on time. Prefer your ice cream in the form of a sandwich? It means you both have strong extrovert and introvert tendencies and tend to be impulsive, idealistic, artistic, and a little bit eccentric. If you like your ice cream to be out of the carton, you're a practical and resourceful person, often an introvert. Ice cream with a straw? Those who prefer it in the milkshake form are fearless, love to take impulsive risks, and simply young at heart. As for flavors, individuals into strawberry are introverted and quite devoted. Vanilla is for risk-takers who express their emotions quite intensely. Oh, and they're also impulsive. The chocolate flavor is for charming, flirtatious, and gullible people who tend to be dramatic. Mint chocolate chip is something ambitious and confident people love, while the coffee flavor is for spontaneous enthusiasts who love adventures but are also a bit dramatic. With a cherry on top, you like surprises and those little moments of joy. Meat snacks like Slim Jims or pork rinds are for very loyal people, whether it's to their family, friends, or just a sport team they support. These people are also the life of the party. They're over-trusting, which brings them plenty of emotional turmoil when things they trust in fall apart. More hot sauce. Not good if the lips are burning. If this is your motto, you may be one of those specific individuals that like to live on the edge. When we eat spicy foods, we set off pain receptors, which is uncomfortable for some, while others find it alluring. So, spicy food lovers are thrill and adrenaline seekers who are always into searching for sensations and some new, exciting things. Sour gummy worms might be sour, but it also brings the sweetness factor because of the sugar. A person who picks them as a favorite snack probably often and easily gets overwhelmed, but is also capable to bring balance back in their life when they lose it. And experts say, if you prefer sour food, you are a person with high standards. If you're more into that regular sweetened gelatin in the shape of gummy bears, chances are you're an extrovert and a quite optimistic person who loves being surrounded by other positive people that see life the way you do. Your friends would probably describe you as a loyal and warm individual full of good vibes. Peanut butter cups, yummy! Means you're ambitious, independent, know what you really want, and aren't afraid to go after that. People in your closer circles are lucky to have you because you're a very loyal friend who's always there to help. Ooh, dark chocolate. Some like to keep it healthy, even when it comes to things like occasional snacks. Dark chocolate lovers tend to be mature realists that like to think things through. They prefer some smaller, intimate gatherings rather than attending big, raucous parties. You may be more up to caramel chews, which means for you, life is pretty much all about learning new things. You're that intellectual in the group, always ready to discuss things and find out more about the world we live in. As you're always thirsting for knowledge, you naturally go towards people you believe you can learn a lot from, and also value friends with similar interests. Yeah, you're a little reserved and distant when it comes to bigger groups of people, but definitely not afraid to show your real face when surrounded by close friends. People who will choose healthy fruit and vegetable salads rather than other snacks, first of all, congrats, how did you do that? They're more likely to be conscientious and have an open view and personality. These people are always willing to do new things, as well as try some new experiences. Extroverts are more likely to go for junk food, while those who are less social and avoid eating fast food in the late hours pay more attention to making their habits healthier, with snacks too. It's not what you eat, but the way you eat it too. The picky eater probably won't make an order at a restaurant without additional questions or requests to make some changes with the meals, like add or omit some ingredients. This type of people prefers to stay safe in their comfort zone. They're afraid of taking the extra step that could potentially reveal things they never got to know about themselves. That way, they'll only apply for or take jobs they know how to do pretty well. They won't take risks and are afraid of a failure. Those who carefully arrange their food on the plates are people that like to keep everything clean, organized, and be in total control of whatever they do. No mess in their homes. If you're having dinner with your friend and you realize they like to mix all the food on their plate, it means you're hanging out with an outgoing and friendly person who's not afraid of taking on various responsibilities at work. They love their job, but also know how to use their free time and spend it with their loved ones. There's one who eats only one thing at a time, too. This person is focused on details and likes to think everything through before taking action. They're mostly pretty successful and praised for their good work. These people can see all those small details everyone else misses, which is fine as long as they're patient enough with others who don't see it or keep up with the same strategy while doing things.